What is up, you guys? It is your boy Sky Exotic here, with another video day. Pretty much just gonna be another story. The story is not gonna be really uh I don't know. Here, I'm just gonna tell it to you guys. So pretty much the story is about me like getting stitches, I guess you could say. I guess it was one of my bigger accidents that's happened to me over the years. But anyways, it started off, it was just me. I was climbing a tree. You know, I used to be one of those monkey boys that you'd always find in a tree or something. But no, yeah. So I was in a tree with my friends and we were just sitting up there. And then like all of a sudden a branch broke. And like the branch that I was sitting on broke. And like I fell, but I caught myself like on another limb. So I was like hanging on, I pulled myself up, right? And when I pulled myself up, I looked at my friend's face and I was like he looked all freaked out and stuff, and I was really confused. And I looked down and there was a whole bunch of blood on my leg, and I was so confused. So like I was just walking, I walked into my house, I called my mom, freaking she walked to the front door, and like she started like screaming bloody murder. It was like there was so much blood coming from my leg. It was horrible. Like back in the day when they used to have those Crocs, I had Crocs on because it was like during the summer, and my both of my Crocs were just like filled up with blood, and there was like blood everywhere. And like I remember walking up my stairs to like go to my front door, and it was just like squishing, dude, just squish. You could hear it, and it was so bad. But no, like when I got in the house, I called my mom, and like my mom hates blood. And like I straight called her because I was like I was so scared, like I had no clue what was going on because like I couldn't see the back of my leg, like I was too scared, like I couldn't see it, but like if I did want to see it I wouldn't because like it was just too much. But no, anyways, I went through my front door, I called my mom, she came in there, she started screaming to my stepdad. My stepdad ran in there. At the time my stepdad was in the shower. So he had to run into the living room. Like he ran into the living room because, like I said, my mom was just like screaming bloody murder. He ran in there with his towel on his hip, and like he was like, "What's going on? What's going on?" And like I was just standing there, like in the kitchen, because my mom made me go in the kitchen, because you know she didn't want me getting all that blood on the carpet. But anyway, yeah, I went into the kitchen, and he came in there, and he saw everything, and he was like, "Oh shit!" Like he started cussing and stuff. So he ran back into his room. He got dressed and stuff, and he came into the kitchen, and they started bringing like all the towels that we had from the bathroom in there, and they pretty much like had me laid out like on the kitchen floor, and I was just sitting there probably for like a couple minutes until the ambulance came. And the ambulance came, and like they had to like they couldn't bring the stretcher into my house cuz like how the stairs were on my back porch. So the freaking ambulance guy had to like walk in there and then like throw me over his shoulder, and it was so weird. So like literally, here's this freaking ambulance guy just carrying me over his shoulder like out of my house, and like he they took me to the hospital, and when we got there, like I still hadn't looked at my leg. I knew it was really bad because all the blood, but I didn't know how bad. So when we got to the hospital, I was just sitting in the waiting room like with my they put me in a wheelchair, and I was like really happy. I was really happy I was in a wheelchair. But like my leg, the weirdest thing about it is my leg didn't hurt at all, which was like really confusing to me. But come to find out that when I fell, like when the first branch broke and I fell, a tree branch went into my leg, and then when I pulled myself back up, it came out. So like there was this huge gash in my leg, and like I didn't feel it because it cut a nerve. So like I didn't feel anything that happened. Like thank God, cuz I don't think I want to feel that. But yeah, so that happened. And yeah, when like we went to the back, doctor told me it was time to get my stitches. I'm pretty sure I was in there for about 5 or 4 hours while they were giving me stitches. and they had me like I was in the most uncomfortable like position. They had me like on my stomach because it was like on the back of my leg, and they had me on my stomach. And it was so uncomfortable. I had to sit like that for like 4 hours. But yes, no, I had to do that, and I'm pretty sure. I think they gave me about like 42 stitches or something. I'm pretty sure it was 42. But yeah, like some crazy amount like that. It was either 32 or 42, one of those. But yeah, I did get 42 stitches, and the doctor did say, he said if I would have lost about like 2 more quarts of blood, I would have probably went into a coma. But yeah, that's yeah, crazy stuff. And like I remember getting like back to my house after that night. Like the morning after that, I was out of the hospital already and like at my house, and I remember we had to like clean up all the blood that was on my front porch and like all the blood that was in my house. And my neighbor ended up cutting off the tree limb that went into my leg, because you could see like where it went into my leg. There was a whole bunch of blood on it and stuff. It was really really weird. But yeah, and they didn't give me a wheelchair, which I was kind of mad about. But they did give me crutches, and like yeah, they gave me crutches, so that was cool. But yeah, that's pretty much about it for today's video. Just a little story about me fucking myself up, hurting myself. But yeah, you guys, I guess that's it for today's video. And I'm trying to daily upload. I think I've daily uploaded 3 days in a row so far. So yeah, I'm just gonna see how far I can go with all daily uploading. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.